This is Kazakhstan. Yes, this. And this is the Akmoa province, or in the Kazakh language, Akmoa Mobilse. It has a population around 715,000 people, which is very little considering of its huge landmass of 146,219 kilometers square. Within this province lies the capital city of Kazakhstan, Nur-Sultan, or previously known as Akmolinsk, Zelenograd, and Astana. On March 20, 2019, the capital was renamed Nur-Sultan from Astana in honor of the long-ruling Kazakh president Nur-Sultan Nazarbayev shortly after his resignation. And the city looks like this, and this, and this. The Parliament House, Supreme Court, a court, a presidential palace, and several government ministries and agencies are all located in Nur-Sultan. Most of us had probably heard the news of the unrest happening in Kazakhstan, so what's really going on? It is still somewhat vague of what really led to the unrest, but we have a general idea about it, so I'll keep this as accurate as possible. On January 2nd, peaceful demonstrations erupted in Zhanaozen, a city in western Kazakhstan. The protests were sparked by an increase in petrol prices in this oil-rich city, but they also tapped into deeper issues about the country's economic and political structures. There's an obvious frustration with the distribution of income and the rewards of resource extraction, as well as the sense that the way things are managed isn't quite right. The citizens from other cities in Kazakhstan, including Almaty, the former capital, took to the streets in support. However, those peaceful protests have already been supplanted by chaotic and perplexing displays of unrest across Kazakhstan, with people storming buildings, rioters engaging in widespread theft and vandalism. President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev directed the administration to look into the issue in Mangistau region while quote-unquote considering economic feasibility in the legal sector. A government panel led by Deputy Prime Minister Irali Tokjanov was established to investigate the socio-economic condition in Mangistau as well. Arrests were reported in Nur-Sultan, Aktobi, and Almaty, where the Republic Square and Astana Square were blocked off and security forces were deployed. However, on 5th of January, following violent protests over rising petrol prices, the president accepted the resignation of his administration just hours after declaring a state of emergency in major sections of the country. You note that the president did not actually resign, but Prime Minister Mamin's cabinet did. Later that day, President Tokayev declared that former President Nur-Sultan Nazarbayev had resigned as chairman of Kazakhstan's Security Council and that he had taken his place. He had named Alkan Smilov, who was formerly the first deputy prime minister, as interim prime minister. NetBlock's network data confirms a severe interruption in internet connectivity in Kazakhstan beginning Tuesday evening, January 4th, leading to a nationwide communications blackout on Wednesday afternoon. However, the internet had returned to Almaty following a 5-day blackout. So according to reports, the city mayor's office in Almaty was attacked and set on fire. Protesters had also to control locations where small arms were housed, and protests at Almaty International Airport resulted in aircraft cancellations and reroutes. 2 Kazakh army soldiers were said to have been killed while attempting to seize Almaty Airport. According to Russian state media, protesters also stormed President Tokayev's residence with weapons and explosives, causing it to be largely damaged. Several dozens of protesters and at least 12 police officers were killed, with 1 officer discovered decapitated. The Kazakh president then requested assistance from the Collective Security Treaty Organization, or CSTO for short, in dealing with what he called a terrorist threat, and the CSTO agreed to deploy troops to a member state for the first time since its inception in 1994. CSTO is basically NATO, but also not really, so if you don't want to miss our upcoming videos about CSTO, don't forget to subscribe. And yes, I do know my mic is pretty bad, so bear with me here and let's keep going. The CSTO did not confirm the amount of Russian-led troops' presence in Kazakhstan, while local media claimed that up to 3,000 troops had been dispatched to assist Kazakhstan forces. And on January 10th, the National Security Committee stated that the situation has been stabilized and is under control. Following that, Russian-led troops dispatched to suppress the riots are prepared to depart, as President Tokayev appointed Alexei Smilov as the new Prime Minister. The President then states that the troops requested from CSTO will begin leaving the country on January 13th and would take no more than 10 days to complete. Based on our observations, the country had definitely suffered huge loss of lives and property, and Forbes reported that 4 local billionaires' wealth have shrunk by about $3 billion during the unrest. And as we all know, Kazakhstan is the largest uranium producer in the world, as they produce more than 40% of world's uranium. According to UXC data, the prices of uranium hiked as high as 8% because of this unrest. And pretty recently, Kazakhstan emerged as a popular mining hub because of the crackdown on the industry in neighboring China. And according to Cambridge Center for Alternative Finance, Kazakhstan accounted for more than 18% of the worldwide Bitcoin network hash rate in August of last year. And the hash rate dropped by about 12% just a few hours into the internet outage. This shows that Kazakhstan's unrest are affecting the world more than we think. So what's next for Kazakhstan? Let me know in the comments below. Again, we'll discuss about CSTO in our upcoming video, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next uploads. And hit the like button if you enjoyed, and I can add else for you.